Geez, Sarah, kick some more stuff around, why
Yeah,
don't you?
what is it? Goodbye.
Where's Sam?
Hello.
And... oh, there she is. Nice!
Have any new books for me?
Nice!
Bye.
Gotta love it.
This old mining colony looks more rundown than Ebbside on Neon. And that's saying something.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted
God, the ship is so huge! Well, that thing's actually far enough out of range. So it's a mining colony for lead. Which makes sense.
Net construction is a dead industry, Chief Pretorius. Those jobs aren't coming back. But Reliant Medical, Archmite, and Satori Mills are dedicated to Gagarin. We were just hoping Gagarin could show the same dedication in return.
I'm not closing off the city every time you want to run a tour group through here.
Our investor visits are the key to making Gagarin a place that works again. A place where people want to live again.
People are living here just fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have security work to get back to.
I'm
You're
sorry,
not on my
but
calendar.
if this isn't
Is this
directly related
Archmite
to Reliant
related?
Medical business,
I'm on
we should
Gagarin
really
to make
schedule
money,
an
not
appointment.
friends. Can't imagine what the temperatures get up to outside the canyons.
I take it you're not from Gagarin?
What gave it away? I was born in New Atlantis, but the business environment is so stuffy there. Centuries-old firms set in their ways. Gagarin is gritty, exciting, an opportunity for growth. And isn't that what business and life are all about?
What's Archmite?
Archmite? We're the galaxy's premier heavy equipment firm. Diggers, construction robotics, that sort of thing. And we're on Gagarin to take advantage of an opportunity. The city's old mech factories have been sitting dormant for years now. But they're open again thanks to us. We've automated the old assembly lines and brought plenty of money to the city in the process. It's a win-win for all involved.
Did I see you talking with one of the security officers? What was that about?
Oh, Chief Pretorius? She thinks Gagarin is just peachy being poor and run down. Has no vision. But Archmite does. Thanks to our investment, the largest formerly shuttered mech plant in the city has been refurbished and is churning out some of the finest heavy equipment in the settled systems. And we're sharing that vision of a revived Gagarin with others. We've been bringing in investors, showing them all the potential of this place. We were only asking the chief to make sure the areas we'd planned to visit didn't have any malcontents running around. Unfortunately, some of the locals don't appreciate all we've done for the city.
Who can blame them? It seems, yeah, this is gentrification to a T. Well, I say it's gentrification to a T. You gotta think about situations like this, right? Where it's a small...
Can we just get to what it is you want?
Shut up. Let's think about this in the context of Gagarin as a small town, kind of poor, used to be big on mining, but not anymore, right? And let's say, you know, all those miners need a job somewhere. Let's say a car factory shows up and opens up a plant. Now they have jobs. But they're also making big sweeping changes in other ways, buying out other stores or some shit like that. I don't know. But the economy is flourishing. People are a little bit more happy. If maybe not happy with their lives, they're more comfortable. So it's one of those things where, like, yeah, your small town will eventually get... Shut up. Your small town will eventually get torn up, right? Because I've seen this happen plenty of times. Hell, even things around here, and this is relatively, I'd say, medium-sized town that I'm in currently. Like, even that place, they're expanding exponentially all the fucking time. Like, it never ends. So I wouldn't be shocked if, you know, that continues to persist in far into the space future, where, like, whole planets are getting corporatized and shit like that. Yeah, I'm gonna say who can blame them. It seems you're trying to transform their city right out from under them.
Yes. What a loss for local character that a rotting factory has been made useful again. But I understand it can be hard for some people to come to terms with change, even when it ultimately benefits them. This has been lovely. Really.
Yeah, sure. Died so pretty.
Tell me you're here to just report a good old-fashioned crime? If I have to deal with one more corporate exec begging for special treatment, I'll eat my badge.
Well, I'm not here to report anything, just getting to know the area.
Guess I'm off the hook then. But look, I'm Security Chief Pretorius. If you do have anything to report, you can speak to me or one of my officers. We're always around.
Is there a lot of crime in Gagarin?
We've had our issues. Some folks aren't thrilled about the corporations moving in, but the majority don't act on it. Those that do largely keep it civil. Protest, throw some paint, occasional crate wanders off. But we've managed to avoid any open conflict so far. It's really not a bad assignment.
Is open conflict common? Anything I should see while I'm in Gagarin?
Gagarin's not really that sort of burg. Most of the restaurants went belly up when the mech trade shut down. Only one left is Lizzie's, on the other side of town, though it does have a nice view of the square. There's also a little social club the local executive set up across from Lizzie's, but it's still pretty light on amenities. Now, if you're just looking to resupply, then you'll want Clint's. Another case of last business standing, but he's got a good selection. And for medical supplies, you'll want Dr. Kayala. You can find both of them on the main concourse. Beyond that, we're just corporate offices and private homes.
How long have you been on this job?
Well, I came here right after training, which was 10 years ago now. Gagarin was a lot rougher then. People were still reeling from all the plants getting shut down after the war. So there was a lot of petty theft, break-ins. I was responsible for putting together a pretty busy community outreach program. Worked out well enough that they eventually made me chief. Should get back to it anyway. Just stay out of trouble.
I guess this is the Reliant Medical here. Is it run by a robot?
Have a nice day.
Oh, horrifying. It's got a big radar dish head. Hello?
You're not the usual courier. Please tell me you're his replacement, and that you're just here to pay me a long overdue visit on his behalf.
I'm not, but I'd be happy to help you find them.
You're not the courier. Our delivery service doesn't run late like this. Something must have happened. Look, I'm expecting a very important package. Very important. What would you say to tracking it down for me? Quickly. I
Nice
pay,
sandwich.
and I pay well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Good. Let's get you on your way then.
She tucks it in her pocket. Oh, follow her, huh? Okay. On to bigger and better things, I suppose.
Akachi Rosenblum, United Transport, Gagarin branch. Now, please. Akachi, it's Helena, over at Reliant Medical. Your courier never showed. I need his stops for the day. This is my I don't care voice, Akachi. Oh? And what's your firm's policy on losing our branch as a client? I thought so. Send it to my personal slate. Thank you, Akachi. Here, all the places our courier might have gotten waylaid. She mentioned a panel or something that you can plug his ID number into at each delivery point. They should tell you if he's been there recently. The ID's 8148. When you do finally track him down, you can tell him you'll be completing delivery. Now go get me my package. Please.
Okay, very straightforward and to the point. I kind of appreciate that.
All right, I'll start there. Thanks, officer.
My time for this is rapidly disappearing.
What's business like on Gagarin these days?
Gagarin is a city on the rise. Cheap facilities, an enthusiastic labor market. Arkmite and Satari mills are just learning what Reliant's known for years. Gagarin is the place to do business.
You work for Reliant? What's that like?
What's that like? Challenging. I work for Helena Strickland, one of the most driven executives in the industry. I tied him really, though she seems to forget it's not just her that's responsible for Reliant's successes around here.
What do folks do for fun around here?
Who knows? Drink themselves to death? I honestly haven't the slightest. I'm usually too busy trying to make something of this city. But if you aren't the seize the day type, you can wander over to Lizzie's. I haven't heard about any waves of blindness striking the city's residents, so the drinks can't be that bad.
Wow, you're just kind of a snob, huh? Yeah, thought so. God, my ship is huge!
Been an uptick in strongly worded graffiti recently.
It's just a random guy. That's just a kid? Alright, well, got a couple of stops. Let's go take a look. What's this place? Doctor?
I'm Dr. Keala. Are you a new patient? If you're a UC citizen, I can look you up, get your benefits processed once we've done a workup.
Process my benefits? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, well, the UC subsidizes the costs of all services for its citizens, healthcare and beyond. Hard part is, you've got to earn your citizenship first, doing some job for the UC for X number of years. I got mine serving as a doctor in an at-need area, as they lovingly refer to Gagarin. Other folks, they've done it through scientific service, diplomatic posts. Heck, you could even go over and talk to Zenaida about joining the Vanguard. They'll get you your citizenship in no time flat. Or so says Zenaida.
I just wanted to say hello.
Oh, well, hello right back at you. If you're ever in need of medical services, you just let me know.
You like being a doctor?
I like helping people. I grew up around here, so I already knew basically all of my patients from day one. My parents both worked the mines, and I saw how hard that can be on the body. Made me want to help folks around here.
Huh.
Don't be a stranger.
You have any
this?
problems, you should talk to Chief Pretorius. She'll help you out.
Just some literal rando behind the front desk. Wow, this place is actually, holy shit, kind of big now that the fucking lights are on.
As soon as my shift's over.
Jesus
Time to
Christ.
buy. What?
Ooh, I don't know what that sound was, but that actually made my skin crawl a little bit. I did not like that.
Courier 8148 detected. Error. You have already checked in at this drop-off location. Please resume standard route.
Security is usually good about keeping out strays, but keep your eyes open at night for dust devils and prongwings, okay?
Okay, strange man, sure.
You been to Clint's recently? He get crushed under all that crap yet?
I remember watching shiny new mechs rolling on the ships of the Ward. Been a long time since then.
So the mech thing
Gagarin's not an easy
really
place to
seems
live.
to be something Bethesda is sticking with. As in, this totally wasn't supposed to be part of the game. So what I'm assuming.
Up to you.
Fine. Thanks, I guess.
Happy to help.
I'd kill for an ice.
This woman is huge. Look at her
Chronicles
arms.
of the Mech Riders. It's a good title. You read it, right?
Sorry, I think I missed something.
Ah, then let me explain. Action, adventure, heartbreak, humanity at its absolute most raw. Ever since I left the military, I've been thinking about writing chronicles. Interviewing other mech pilots about what it was like to experience the war strapped in, and what it's been like for us ex-pilots since mechs were banned.
You were a mech pilot?
Deployed from 2309 till the fleet got themselves blown to bits 2 years later, and the UC waved the white flag. I was at the Battle of Mars when the Free Stars dropped in to try and blow our industrial output to smithereens. If you've ever visited Sidonia and noticed it's still in one piece, that's my unit's work.
Oh, I definitely read that.
That does sound terribly fascinating.
Well, in the bold future where the book's done and I don't have to track packages for a living anymore, I'll happily sign your copy. Now, what can I do for you?
You said mechs were banned. Why?
The armistice that ended the colony war put plenty of new laws into place, but the two big ones were no more xenoweapons and no more mechs. You'll get into trouble for even having mech components on your ship on most settled worlds. So those of us that made our living piloting them were left without a purpose. Which is how I went from driving a 1500 horsepower battle frame to working in a shipping warehouse.
What's it like piloting a mech?
When folks lose a limb, some get ghost sensations. Feel like the limb's still there. Well,
the phantom pain,
imagine
yeah.
that across your whole body. When you're strapped in long enough, you and your machine, you grow to understand each other. What the machine can take and keep going, and what the human can. We'd even sleep in our mechs so we
cyberpsychosis?
could deploy faster. And since they were a hell of a lot more comfortable than the cots the UC issued, you spent your life cradled in the arms of a war machine. That's what it's like to pilot a mech, and that's what I want to write about.
Huh. So why aren't you out there writing your book?
Sailing across the settled systems, hunting down all these other pilots, it's not going to be cheap. That's why I'm living in scenic Gagarin, and not, say, downtown New Atlantis. Every spare credit goes right into the book fund. Of course, I don't exactly mind living in the same town where my mech was built, either. But once I've got enough, I'm gone. Roger that.
Interesting. Yeah, she's just built like a dude. Like, she's huge.
Lost? The trick to the catwalks. Just keep turning right. You'll get where you're going eventually. Or was it left?
Ooh. Bunch of things I could steal that I won't. This ain't like Skyrim, I'm imagining. You really shouldn't steal things. It's not nice.
Up at the Vanguard office. She's pretty good. Nearly convinced me to hand out recruitment materials for her.
Okay, yeah, this... Holy fuck! Speak to Zaneta. The Gagarin recruitment office. I'm already in the fucking Vanguard. Why am I getting recruited again? Don't understand. This place is like fucking confusing. Oh wow. Big ol' statue. Looks unfinished. Maybe that's artistic
You know who's really to
reasoning.
blame for Gagarin's problems? The Freestar Collective. The UC wins the colony war. None of this ever happens.
Looking for a drink? Don't serve anything fancy, so if you're about to ask for wine spritzer or whatever, you can hop right back on your ship to New Atlantis.
Nice makeup. Jesus. Got something against New Atlantis?
Not as a rule, no. Just the ones that come to Gagarin and want to change it. And those folks usually ask for disgusting, overly complicated drinks. You one of them?
I love a wide spritzer. Nah, I'm just looking around.
Well, then make yourself comfortable. And don't start anything, all right?
So you own the bar, huh?
Sure do. I came into some money right around the time the war ended. Places
That's convenient.
were selling for nothing. Every person with credits was flying to New Atlantis. I got this place for a wink and a nod. Have been slinging drinks the way I like 'em ever since.
What's going on around Gagarin these days?
Bunch of corporate marionettes moving in, setting up shop. They think we're just a bunch of cheap factories and dumb labor that'll leap at whatever scraps they toss us. But Gagarins are tough by default. We've got exactly zero need of corporate condescension.
I'm looking for work.
Lucky you. I've got a little project I could use some help with. You've seen all the neckties and power suits wandering around town? Feels like they're everywhere. And while I like a bunch of stuck-up new Atlantean MBAs defiling my city as much as I enjoy unmedicated dental surgery, they've got the credits. So sooner or later, I'm going to need to start serving them, or someone else will.
Makes sense to me. They're not going anywhere, you might as well benefit.
A creature that fails to adapt to a changing environment rarely survives.
Fancy Talk here's got the right idea. And I think I've found just the thing to help me get my leg up. There's this ship whose crew had to ditch mid-flight. I presume it's some kind of luxury liner because it's supposedly got an impressive collection of booze on it. I want you to go to the ship, find the best stuff on board, and bring it to me. Anything else on the ship is yours to keep. Plus, I'll throw in some credits for your trouble.
So I'm effectively going in blind. For that kind of risk, I charge extra. Why is that an explorer option? But I'm taking it.
A fair concern. Fine. I'll make sure you get paid a premium. You'll find the ship doing laps around Grissom. And be careful. I'm not
Grissom.
paying for broken bottles, okay?
Alright. I also appreciate Sarah did not complain when I asked
look
for
like
more
the
money.
welcoming committee or something?
Get out of my face.
Dude, this place is big and complicated. Really, it's just multi-layered, so it's kind of confusing. And I guess we've got a boost pack, so we can really just jump around, but... I don't know what I'm doing or where I should be going. I guess this is my real problem. I'm lost.
Wonder if there are any mining jobs on Mars these days.
Error. You have already checked in at this location. Please resume route.
This place is actually really neat. Jesus fucking Christ. I will say the atmosphere in this game definitely feels better than any of the other games. Any of the other Bethesda games, I'll say. Like, just the subtle details of, like, this is a mining facility.
You think you're hot? Try wearing
You should have the
security
big
armor.
mining thing. You know, the big mining beep. What do you call that? The alarm, the siren.
My mom said the other day that she was gonna
the bell ringing to tell everyone time to go to work, time to start digging.
Complain, but are you sure these catwalks are safe?
Yeah, they're fine. I think. We got more talks about people falling off catwalks in Sidonia than we did here, so we should be fine.
We're not supposed to leave the canyon. Too dangerous.
Oh, that's a challenge. Oh, look who it is. Terra Brew. Is there no actual person? Is it automated? Fully automated Terra Brew? Oh, dude, that sucks. Oh, now we got a nice view of this place. It's pretty big. Complicated. We got this one.
Check-in accepted. You are late, courier. Please complete delivery and proceed along your route.
What does that mean? The check-in is late.
Welcome to the Vanguard recruitment office. Here to join the cause. If you've got a ship and the metal to help keep UC systems safe, the Vanguard has got a place for you.
I'm already in the, what? I can ask her what the Vanguard is, even though I should already know. I'm already in the Vanguard. Captain Jacob Howell, at your service.
Ah, pleasure to meet you, Captain. So then, to what do I owe the visit?
What brought you to Gagarin?
My family's actually lived here since the place was first settled. Gagarin's seen a lot in that time. Wasn't too long ago, this was a booming manufacturing town, churning out mechs for the UC. That all went belly up when the technology was banned post-colony war. Now we've got these outside firms buying up the old factories, bringing in new money. Honestly, I think we'll see this place get a real facelift in our lifetimes.
Yeah. What'd you do before you were a recruiter?
UC Marine Corps. Served in the colony war. I can't talk about the specifics, but I'm proud of what I was able to do. Being a part of something bigger than myself made me who I am today. Living in the war zone, you get a better idea of the value of life, of working together with others, of your own strengths. I'm still processing my experiences and how they changed my life to this day.
I'm looking for work.
I'd love to get some more people coming in the door. Any interest in helping me distribute some recruiting materials to a couple local concerns?
Happy to lend a hand.
Military recruitment can certainly be thankless. We're happy to lend a hand.
Spoken like one who knows the slog. I'm guessing Marines?
Navigator
Navy.
Corps.
Navigator Corps. So you're intimately acquainted with hardship, then. Well, I appreciate you helping me with this minor one. You'll be dropping off recruitment kits to 3 people. Lizzie Aheo at the local watering hole,
Chief Pretorius at the security office, and Dr. Keala over at the clinic. I'll pay you for the legwork, but I'll throw in some extra if you can get them to guarantee they'll actually put the materials up. That all sound like it's in your wheelhouse?
It certainly does. Consider it done. Well, hold on. Any suggestions on convincing him to share the material?
If I knew how to do that, I wouldn't have to pay someone. But I trust you'll figure something out. So, does that mean you'll do it?
Yeah.
Good. Once you're done, come back here. I'll have your credits waiting.
Alright, we got one more down there. Quite a bit to do in Gagarin. Alright, so, like, here's the thing. I've been playing this game for what?
One of the first to take the leap into space. Without him, we might not be standing here right now.
This is true, Yuri Gagarin. Where? How the what? How do I get down there?
Sure, the catwalk's alright. I don't want to have to fish anyone else out of the canyon.
Jeez. Who lives in here? No one, apparently. Well, maybe someone. That's technically stealing. Even if it is just garbage.
Dead? Oh, I wonder what happened.
Jesus, looks like he got his whole fucking head blown off. It's a lot of blood. Credits, couriers, hat.
And just leave the rest.
Empty priority package. Well, that's not good. Speak to Helena.
Check-in accepted. Please continue along your route, courier.
I love how we can go and check in, despite him very clearly being dead. That totally won't screw things up for any investigation, right? But yeah, I was saying, the city, like, it is small and compact. I'll give it that, right? Something Bethesda's been getting better and better with, even especially ZeniMax, oddly enough, with like Elder Scrolls. The cities are some of them are small and compact, like Abba's Landing and shit. Like, it's really well put together. And then some of them are like, they feel large, but they're actually really small, tight spaces. But it's so confusing that it feels like you're getting lost in like a bunch of hallways, and in a good way, not in a bad way. Like, this place feels big, but it's actually not, if that makes any sense. Just like how New Atlantis feels big, but it's just a lot of big empty space with a bunch of nameless people running through it, you know what I mean? And like Aquila feels big, but it's just a really cramped, tight space is all.
With all the factories around here, well, we're not hurting for business.
Helena.
Back at last. Did you find the courier? And more importantly, my package?
Your courier's dead. Whatever's inside, it's gone.
My God. Dead? Well, I suppose that explains why my employee, Mr. Maximoff, disappeared so suddenly. And why the tracking beacon I installed on his ship was detected fleeing the planet. Here, your payment for finding the courier. It seems you've got some chops when it comes to investigation. What would you say to finding Mr. Maximoff for me? Seeing what he knows about where our data might have wandered off to.
And why exactly did you install a tracking device on your employee's ship?
Mr. Maximoff was, and may still be, one of Reliant's most ambitious young executives. His business is Reliant's business. If he was to do something rash, like run off with Reliant's confidential and proprietary data, then it's our responsibility to know that. Hence the tracker. And why I'd appreciate your help in confirming if that's the case or not.
Interesting. You accidentally told me what was in the box. You don't think this is more of a job for UC security?
Oh, I'll be informing UC security, but speedy results don't appear to be their forte. I need Mr. Maximoff tracked down and my package recovered, and I need it now. Can I count on you to handle that?
Consider him as good as found.
Excellent. Mr. Maximoff, Bonifant, appears to have set down on another world here in Alpha Centauri, Hawley. Go there and see what he may know on the subject of our fallen courier and our missing data.
Oh, Bonifac. That snobby guy that was downstairs. Yeah, okay. Oh, the mission for Media Sponge updated. Wow, it was right here the whole time. This schmuck.
End of the colony war hit Gagarin hard. The city's just finally getting back on its feet.
Welcome to Clint's. Whatever you need, I'm sure I've got it lying around somewhere. Except mech parts. Don't trade those anymore, so don't waste your time asking.
There's something wrong with selling mech parts?
Well, for one, it's illegal in UC space. Making mech platforms used to be Gagarin's bread and butter. So, since they were banned in the armistice, I get 1 to 2 folks a month asking what kind of relics I might have lying around. But I'm not about to risk a contraband fine at my age. So that's why I just lay it out up front.
Oh, nice to meet you, Clint. I'm just looking around, if you don't mind.
If you need anything, just follow the sound of falling inventory. You'll find me eventually.
What can you tell me about Gagarin?
Gagarin? It was a military town until the end of the colony war. Mechs were our specialty. Everyone always blabbers about Mars making the highest performance machines. But if you needed a system that wouldn't let you down in a pinch, you piloted a Gagarin. But that all dried up when the mechs were banned with the armistice. Now, we've got these new firms coming in. Arcmite, Centauri Mills. Claim they're here to revitalize the city. Which is funny, since their employees refuse to step foot in most of it.
Yeah, that's gentrification for you. They buy up as much of the land as possible until you're eventually just forced to leave because you can't fucking stand it anymore. The reason you're living in the place you're living is gone now, you know what I mean? I've seen it dozens of times. But what was Gagarin like back when they still made mechs here?
Plenty more competition for stores like mine, that's for sure. UC had a lot more money to throw around in those days. During the war, I couldn't keep the shelves stocked. At first, because of all the demand. But later, because the Freestar Collective flotillas were so damn good at picking off UC merchant craft. But the biggest difference now? The quiet. Not just because most of the forges and mines shut down. It was the testing. Firms used to drive their prototype mechs out into the canyons, way beyond the city. But you could still hear the guns all the way from here. It was like, shoo, thunder. So when the thunder stopped, well, so did Gagarin in a way.
Sounds like you really miss those days.
Hard to not be nostalgic for a time when the city was in a better place. Though, knowing what we do now, with the costs of the war and all, probably better for everyone that Gagarin's moved on.
Yeah. What have you got for sale?
Let me just bring that up.
Interesting. He's got a special, the Deagle, Urban Force, Urban Eagle. Titanium build. Premium build materials make this weapon light as a feather. I mean, that's about it. That's all that's special about it, but still. It's kind of neat. Oh, cool. Whoa. Well, there's the AK. The space AK. With some weird polymer handguard taped to the wooden handguard. Not sure what's up with that. Also, not really too sure how well wood would survive in space. Although you could say the same thing about things like this and the tombstone. That's all wood. The rattler, the regulator, that's all wood. I still need to get my hands on a regulator. It's such a neat looking pistol. It looks like the Blade Runner pistol. Or you know what it looks like? It looks like this looks like another Warframe gun, kind of like how this one looks like a Warframe gun. This one doesn't. This just looks like a Fallout 4 weapon. But this looks like the... Oh my god, the Lotto. This default starting pistol. This is word for word just a Lotto. It even has the same handguard, quote unquote. Similar grip, same kind of smooth top design. It kind of curves down towards the front. I would actually wager they looked at the Lotto and said, I want to put that in the game. Because that's literally what this is. Like, word for word. It's kind of spooky. There's been a couple of things like that, where it's like, oh, this is a DMR from Halo. This is the Warframe pistol. This is the other Warframe pistol. You know what I mean? This is just a fucking AK. This is, this looks like a laser tag gun, you know? This thing's pretty unique. I'll give them that. This thing's pretty unique, but it's so goofy looking, I should say. It's goofy looking mostly at the front. The rest of it, like the design, the layout of it is... I don't want to say fine. It's okay. It's just the weird double grips at the front. That's the thing that's odd. It's VSS. This is a Nerf gun. You know what I mean? This one's okay. You could also make the wager that, oh, this is also a Nerf gun. But like, I feel like this is a perfectly reasonable looking space pistol. The Solstice, yeah, I'll say, like, this one's also pretty unique. I think these specific pistols encapsulate the space look that this game was going for. This gun looks like something, I just don't know what it is. You know what I mean? It reminds me of a Destiny gun, specifically. So does this, actually. This reminds me of something from, like, the first Destiny 2 raid, the fuck was it even called? I don't even remember. You gotta go kill the Emperor, Callus. Wasn't very fun. But this looks like a Destiny poor man's interpretation of a DMR from Halo, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't look good. Also, where's the magazine? Where's the magazine? Because, like, you can see here... Okay, so the barrel starts, you know, at the muzzle, and then it just kind of keeps going all the way into the back. Look at that. That's insane. Where are the bullets? Where are the bullets? Where do the bullets come from? Oh, never mind. Actually, it's a P90 DMR. 30 rounds. Holy shit. 7.77. That's, like... weird. That's an extremely long barrel then. Like, holy shit. That's pretty interesting. Because I was going to say all this, look at how stupid this is, but it actually kind of lines up. I don't know if there's enough space for the bullets, per se, but you could definitely make, like, how many inches do you think that is? Is that like a 30-inch fucking barrel? Like, that's nuts. That's nuts. Yeah, the weapon designs in this game, some of them are alright. Some of them are pretty rough. I don't need bullets. Spacesuits. Eh. Meh. He's got no clothes to speak of, but he is selling Dragon Star Force. It's 100 credits. I will take it. Thank you, sir. Turn the book to Mitch. I wonder... Okay, good, an autosave. Can I read this book? D. Dragon Star Force. That's pretty cringe, man. Also, some of these books have some weight to them. Also, I do need to check, because I know there were a couple of spacer communication.
You know who you are.
Oh, it's the same one.
That's what they call us, isn't it? The ones
Oh no, please don't play this whole
who
thing.
never respected us. The free...
Stop. There we go. It's like, wait. I didn't know it was going to keep playing. Alright, yeah. That's something I should also dump when we get back to the lodge at some point. Kind of forgot that was a thing. Alright, well that's going to take us... Oh my god. That's going to take us off planet, so we got Missed the Mark. The UC wants you, and Sure Bet. So that's also off planet. So the UC wants you.
The Centauri Mills plant is making a new test batch of something.
Oh,
do you have a ship?
One of them's right over here. Yes, I do.
Something you want to report?
We're here to drop off these UC military recruitment materials.
News in there that start coming from my people sooner or later. Sure. Give 'em here. I'll throw 'em up in the office.
Well,
You've seen my place. Vagrants can have
you don't want to haggle or argue, you're just gonna take them?
Yup. That old piece of leather necks helped me out of more jams than I care to remember. I owe her.
Well, that was easy. Thanks.
Sure. Just tell Zeneda she's buying my next drink, alright?
Oh, the other one's right here. Easy. You see, this is what I mean. Small. It's a small environment, but it's very cramped, very compact.
How are you doing?
In front of the Arcmite factory the other day.
I'm here to drop off these UC military recruitment material. Whoa! What the hell? Oh, man. Whew. I need a drink.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Oh no, Sarah wants to fucking talk again. Wonderful.
Zeneda warned me this day might be coming. Look, I presume you're not getting paid if I refuse delivery. So here, I'll take them. I'm not about to pull credits out of someone else's pockets. But this is a medical office. I can't in good conscience hang those things up. First, do no harm and all.
Oof. There must be... that's the thing. I don't want to persuade her in this scenario, but you give me the option, I'm going to take it. There must be something I can say to convince you to put these up.
I think you're just wasting your time here.
You're not just helping me out here, you're helping out one of your neighbors.
Zenaida always has been one of the good ones around here.
Come on, just help me out here. Come on, man! Do you really respect the UC military so little? You don't need to respect the military. Not like that, you know what I mean? Like, you're not obligated to. Especially the UC military. Fuck. You're treating your patients like children. Put these up, no. Come on, man! It's not like we're going to war right now. These people wouldn't be getting launched into the trenches.
That's not a bad point. It's not like they'd be heading off to the front lines. All right, I'll put them up. Tell Zenaida she wins, okay?
All right. Yeah, I find it interesting, like the fine lines this game is kind of tugging between, like, are you gonna be a military man, or are you gonna be an anti-military man? Because, like, being a military man puts you in the good graces of Sarah. Being an anti-military man immediately pushes you away from that character, and it's like, okay, well then what are you gonna do? Basically, you're just gonna tough it out alone. Or at least until you get Sam, I guess.
Can you imagine this place full of suits? Enough to make you want to flambe a necktie.
I'm here to drop off these UC military recruitment materials.
More of these things? Fine. Give them here. I'll make sure they find their way to the incinerator with the earlier batches.
Oh man. You should hang these up. And I'll tell you why.
Oh yeah? Fine. Let's discuss.
The fuck was she doing with her face there? What is this option? Oh, she's actually a little bit of a tougher persuade. I bet Zanatia'd be plenty grateful if you hung these up.
Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to help her out. She does tip well.
Your bar could use some decoration that isn't rust or dust. Yeah, let's go with that.
Suppose the place could do with a little sprucing up.
Alright, we're gonna have to pick this one. We don't have a choice. Folks come here when they're down on their luck. Military's a chance to improve their lot.
Ah, so I'd be doing community service then. How kind of me. Enough, all right. It's not happening. No.
Damn. I can't believe that actually failed. Alright, let's load. We'll see how far back we go. When all these new recruits are on shore leave, where are they gonna go, huh? Right here.
Oh yeah, bunch of drunk sailors running around. Exactly the vibe I'm looking for.
Oh, come on, bitch. Don't make this difficult. I guarantee after a while, you're not even gonna notice these posters.
See no evil, I guess. Huh. Okay, I'll put up the damn posters. Now buzz off before I regret my decision.
Yeah, spread that propaganda.
There's something I'd like to discuss.
Yeah, when we get back to the ship.
Why is no one
Which
talking
might actually
about
be
bringing
soon.
back Max? The city was fine.
Hello. Nice jacket.
You managed to get those materials passed out? Folks didn't give you too much trouble, I hope.
Far from it. I convinced everyone to put them up. Should be rolling in new recruits now.
Really? Never thought in a million years Lizzie and Doc Keala would play ball. Good work. Here, what I owe you for the deliveries. And for your top-notch negotiation skills. Thanks again for helping out.
5,000 credits, I'll take it. Alright, media sponge. Delivering devils, deputized. Alright, so most of these are off-world. But kind of want to see, is there anything else here? Because we haven't explored this whole place yet. And it goes up for a while here. Look at this. That's stealing, that's also stealing. You'll just leave bullets lying around? Master locked safe, jeez. Alright, so there's actually nothing up here. Interesting. I don't know where to go
Jetpack
from
damaged
here.
or something?
Unless that was, like, the whole city. That's all there really was to explore. This looks like a thing I can't go in. And then that just leads directly outside.
Town used to be forges like this one. Now we're all
Oh,
that's
cool.
left.
Nice. That's pretty good. Pretty handy.
If there's harder work than Mandela Foundry and Mines in Gagarin.
Mandela Foundry and Mines. Yet to see those. Not sure that I want to. Yeah, I'm assuming the only place really left to go is down, right? Oh no, there's this shitty little club over here. Yeah, get used to it, kid.
They said Arkmite coming here was gonna bring jobs. Then they automate half their damn factory. Ingrates.
Yeah, right. Citizen.
Buzz off, alright?
Oh, fuck you. Shut up and drink.
All these
I don't know why I
fancy
thought that was a
businesses
window.
going up, and we still can't get them to open up a chunks.
Chunks.
I'm not supposed to run on the walkways anymore.
Yeah, did another kid fall and die? Wouldn't be shocked. There's literally nothing in that club. I'm kind of surprised. I didn't even think to look, but were there any people over here at Lizzie's worth
The
hiring?
Terrabrew kiosk still busted? I swear, last time that thing worked, there were still humans on Earth.
You one of those corporate drones?
Yeah.
Gagarin doesn't want you.
Nobody there. This looks like the residential district, on account of the fact that it looks dangerous and run down. Yeah, this is where people live. Okay. None of you are real. And we're back down here. How do I get down there? Is that just unfortunate luck of the draw that somebody stumbles and falls? Is that all that comes down to? Yeah, okay, I think we've seen everything, but I don't think I went down that Gagarin stairwell yet. This monument is dedicated to the many intrepid explorers who risked their lives. And I'm assuming it's, I mean, Sarah said it was Gagarin, so... maybe. Artistic interpretation. Okay, this is where the guy was shot. Okay, yeah, I think that's it then. We've explored everything Gagarin has to offer.
New Atlantis. Pays
The
better,
city, at
climate's
least.
better, but I don't think I'm the only one.
I think. Did we go this way? Over here?
Could I use a vacation?
Yeah. Dead end. So yeah, it feels big when you first get here, but in actuality, it's actually quite
I think
small.
you're supposed to be here. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I've got a lot of shipments to process still, so let's cut to the chase. Are you here to claim a shipment in storage, or do you have some other shipping concern? Did one of my robots wander off again? Or was it something else entirely?
Does a lot of cargo come through here?
You'd be surprised. Gagarin's had a bit of a resurgence lately as an industrial hub. It seems like every week they're storing and shipping more and more cargo. That reminds me, if this keeps up, we're going to need more robots.
Sure are a lot of robots around here, huh?
What do you expect? Robots never get tired. They don't need breaks. They can carry heavy loads. They're faster and more efficient in every way for this kind of work. And if I'm being honest, I prefer their company. When you've spent most of your life in space away from people, you learn to trust technology more than humanity.
What are you? Your name is Akachi Rosenblum, and you look vaguely Asian Latina, and you have a German accent. She literally said "un," like how the Germans do. The fuck are you? What can you tell me about this shipping warehouse?
Well, it's owned by Unified Transport. We employ a mostly robotic staff. Fewer mistakes that way. We do short-term storage, long-term. I guess that's pretty much it. It's a warehouse. We do shipping. Enough said.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
I'm assuming you will be relevant for this quest that we are about to go on here. Yeah, not much else to Gagarin. Honestly, kinda boring. Let's go see what we can do about these couple of quests we got here.
Do you, Captain?
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll let her get into position so I can talk to her.
Corco, that room of yours better be clean next time I go in there.
I'll get to it, Dad. I promise.
This ain't my getting around to it, Tom. You understand?
Fine, okay. I'm going.
So we've got the liquor and missed the mark. Where's he? He's on Howell. And the other one was at... where again? Grissom. Howell's technically closer, so that's where we'll go. We got a scan. We already scanned it, yeah. Reclaimed outpost seems to be where it wants us to go.